What's up, YouTube? It's the Country CEO back in the house again, man. Look, more game. More game on this beautiful day. More game. That's right. Welcome back to the channel, subscribers, family, and friends. Oh, man, what will I want to talk about today? I believe I want to talk about how to price the loads. Some of the guys ask me, how do I price the by the load stuff? Because the by the hour stuff, it's easy, right? So how do we price the loads? I'm looking at that bird up in the air. I don't know why he flying around. I was trying to see, was it a buzzard? All right, guys. So how do we price the by the load stuff, right? 99% of the stuff that I do is by the hour, right? So I don't have to do this often, but there are times that I do have to figure out by the hour or by the load. And so I have to give them a good price. Okay, so listen carefully. This is how I do my by the load stuff. Let's just say, for instance, the hourly rate. Well, let's just use this quad axle, okay? So hourly rate at the very least here, let's just say $100 an hour for this truck. Let's use numbers. Even number we can remember good, $100 an hour. So I know that the going rate for this truck is $100 an hour, but the contractor wants a by the load price. First thing I want to know is, okay, what I'm hauling and where I'm hauling at. Why? Because that's going to tell me my beginning point, and it's also going to tell me, because I'm going to have some knowledge part of that place, whether or not they got 2 track holes, can get me out easier. They run 2 loaders at that limestone yard, get me out quick, right? So I want to know where I'm loading it from and what I'm loading. Number 2, where am I going? Very important. Where am I going, right? All right. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to run that in my pickup, or I'm going to guesstimate in my mind, because I know the area. What's the distance between the loading point and the dumping point? All right. So for the sake of this video, let's just say it's 10 miles from loading to dump. All right. I know I got to get $100 a load because it's by the hour, right? So 10 miles. How long will it take me to get loaded, drive 10 miles, dump, and be headed back? 10 miles? I'm going to just say 20 minutes. It should, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to say 25 minutes. I should be able to went and come back, right? So what that tells me is, if I can do one load in 25 minutes, that tells me, and when I say 25 minutes, I mean I can go there, dump, and then come back and be back. Because you know you're going to drive back quicker, right? So I can do a load in 25 minutes and be back at the yard to get another load. So what that tells me off the top of my head is that I can do 2 loads an hour, right? All right, my truck needs to make $100 an hour, but in this instance, I'm going to do $100 I'm sorry. I'm going to be able to do 2 loads in an hour, right? So what do I want to charge them? Being is that I'm going to at least make easily what I should get as my truck costs by the hour. What I would probably do in that instance, because if you tell them $100 a load, they're going to be like, for 10 miles, oh, that's kind of steep. You're going to make 2 loads an hour, right? So how do you want to do that? I probably would give them a $25 cut, right? So instead of making the $100 load, I'll do it for $75 a load. I'm going to do 2 loads an hour, though. So guess what? I'm going to do $150 an hour because I can do 2 loads an hour. Now, what have I done? What have I done is that by pricing it like that, I'm going to get the $100 that I need to get if I buy the hour. And then I'm getting an extra $50 because now I'm blowing and going. I'm blowing and going. I'm burning fuel. I'm in the fuel tank. So I got the price extra to give account for my fuel. Did you get that? All right. So that's how you do it. Close run where you can make, you can do 2 loads an hour, stuff like that. All right, another scenario. Let's just say that it's a situation to where it's going to take 45 minutes to get there, right? So basically, I'm going to, it's going to be over an hour, for me to do 1 load, right? So 45 minutes, it's going to probably be an hour and a half, but I know I'm not going to be able to do 1 load or 2 loads within an hour. All right. Still, the benchmark for the truck is what? By the hour, $100 an hour. So I know I'm going to got to get that. All right. So I'm going to time it out. Okay. If it's going to take me 45 minutes to go there and come back. All right. So I'm going to just about to say 1 load hour. By the time you load and load, I'm going to just say I'm going to make a load hour. So I know I'm going to get my 100, right? I can do that now. I'm going to get that. But then I'm going to be in the fuel tank because it's by the load. and here's the nugget. You're gonna always add a few dollars more because you're burning fuel by the load. Your pace is up. You're burning fuel. You're stopping and going. These red lights, you're gonna burn some fuel. So what I'm gonna always do in situations like that, I get what I got to have by the hour, but then I'm gonna add me $30, $40 to that load to accommodate for my fuel at the end of the day. So my goal is, what I'm trying to do is, at the end of the day, I'm trying to make what my truck gotta have, and then also I'm gonna probably burn close to a tank of fuel. I'm trying to make that fuel, right? I'm trying to make that fuel, that 30, 40. By the time I make load, I'm trying to make that pay for my fuel. At least not a majority of, not all of it. That's it, guys, and I hope that has been self-explanatory. I'm going to try to maybe put this on paper for you guys, but somebody had asked, I said, well, let me make a video about it first. The key critical thing, find out what your truck market is for your area, what the truck is paying for that particular truck. Second thing is, where you're loading, where you're dumping, how long it's going to take to go in between. You need to determine, because it could be 10 miles. It could be 10 miles. But if you got 20 red lights between 10 miles, you got to think about that. Because you ain't finna do them 10 miles in 10, 15 minutes if you got 20 red lights, right? Got to factor that in. Thirdly, how long is it going to take to get loaded and unload? Because I'll go to some places, it takes 10, 15 minutes just to unload, right? So all of these factors need to be accounted for before you give that contractor a price, all right? And then after that, you go with it. Country CEO, Strapping Dimes. I hope y'all got it. I'm out of here. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. I'm gone.